Number 2. What do you think about Rodgers back on the Packers? Yeah. I'm drinking out of my Packers glass here. We've discussed this on the record, on the podcast during our episode, Felipe and I's episode, and also not on the podcast, but he's a good quarterback, right? But if we're being objective about it, the Green Bay Packers have not been to the Super Bowl since 2010. So that's over 10 years. Or Super Bowl since 2011. It's the 2010 season. And we have not been back there. So that's a fact. We've blamed it on coaches, on defenses, on special teams, all these different things, except the quarterback. And what has been consistent throughout this time is the quarterback. And I think we saw in this last playoffs another early exit. And Rodgers looked like a man who was old and cold. And I don't understand I think the drama behind all the Rodgers stuff is manufactured by the media. If you listen to like full interviews, he's one of the most like thoughtful and insightful people and like athletes giving to conversations. Like his post-game interviews are incredible, like on the field, and so reflective and positive. And so I think it was spun, I don't know for what reasons, but so if you minus the drama, which he didn't dismiss. I think that's the thing where it kept generating. But this is how I kind of look at it, is my dad is like Favre and I'm like Rodgers, where like you can't say for certain how things are going to go. You know, you don't control everything. You just have to be in the moment and enjoy what you have in front of you. And he's good. I just think it comes down to this. I don't think we can play at home anymore during the playoffs because he's just like, you know, he's an old guy that gets cold and can't perform in the cold weather. So we shouldn't try to get the 1 seed next year. We should let LA or Arizona or Tampa, somewhere warm, have it, or somewhere indoors, so we don't have to play in Green Bay. That's kind of my thought on it. I think everything's kind of overblown with the drama, and you know, I'll keep track of these talking head shows, and it's just like, and we'll get to this with another question coming up with the Bucks, but it's just like, it's all like rumors and gossip and not play. But if we're looking at the objective results on the playing field, Rodgers has not performed in the playoffs, and that's how we measure greatness. He got a Super Bowl early in his career, and that's, I think, helped him and his reputation until this point. As a Packer fan, it's kind of annoying, but also fair to hear criticism of not making it back to the Super Bowl, always going to the NFC Championship game and then losing. You know, we dominate the NFC North, but I think that's attributed to the ineptitude of the other teams, particularly Detroit and Chicago. Minnesota's been pretty competitive. But I mean, it's pathetic that Detroit, I mean, it's like with Rodgers, we can win the division every year and get to the playoffs. And another long-winded answer, I'm sure, for that. But he's a good option to have at quarterback, I would say. I was kind of hoping we would upgrade a little bit at the position since he hasn't been able to get it done in the playoffs. But I guess we'll just run it back, I suppose.